Welcome to episode 3 of Walking Thoughts. Still at the hotel, still working on the treadmill. There's somebody else in the fitness room tonight, so I'll have to be careful not to get him any of the shots. And I'm going to try to just see if I can walk a little further tonight. And I felt pretty good at the end of last night, so I thought I could push it a little bit tonight. And hopefully I won't pay for that too much tomorrow. So, I do have some things that I'm going to just kind of start out with. Kind of introduce myself a little bit. As you can glean from some of my earlier episodes, if you've watched those, I am an attorney. I've been practicing law since 1996. Graduate of Baylor University School of Law in Waco, Texas. And I've spent most of my career doing criminal law. Both sides, gone back and forth. And I don't know if you guessed this, but I am a Christian, a conservative, and a Republican. As Mike Pence described himself when he accepted the nomination at the Republican National Convention in 2016. I was actually at that convention as an alternate delegate, and I got to hear that speech live, Ted Cruz's speech live, Donald Trump's speech live. I won't apologize for being any of those things, a Christian, a conservative, or a Republican. That said, even though I've been involved with the Republican Party since 1984, when I was still in high school, and I volunteered for the Reagan-Bush campaign in my home county in Texas, and other local candidates as well around here in Ontario. Some of the things I hold, because I'm a Christian and a conservative, I don't always follow the party line on some issues. And we'll get into those as time goes by. That was a brief introduction. I'm going to walk for a little bit, and I already have an idea of something I want to talk about tonight. I will tell you, in case you're curious, I do not script any of these monologues. I don't usually even think about the topics that I want to cover before I get out for my walk. That's the way that I plan to go forward with this. I'm going to talk about what was at one time known as political correctness, developed into speech codes on college campuses back in the 90s, and has kind of come down through the years to where we are now with cancel culture. Some of us would say thought police, and it feeds into, whether you realize it or not, it feeds into notions such as the structural organization called Black Lives Matter and what's known as critical race theory. It's all interrelated, but that's not really the point I want to talk about tonight. Really, for me, because I am a Christian first, I look to what God said to do in our relations with other people. And I'm sure most of you have heard of what's called the Golden Rule, which the Bible says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And I've heard some people explain that expression, or that command actually, as treat others the way you want to be treated. And that sounds okay, but it's wrong. You shouldn't treat people the way you want to be treated. You should treat people the way they want to be treated. And I learned that lesson the hard way. I have a very good friend, who lost his wife several years ago. And I treated him the way I think I would want to be treated in similar circumstances, and it almost cost us a friendship. And what I realized was He didn't need me to leave him alone the way I thought I would want to be treated, but he needed me to realize how he wanted to be treated, which was for me to reach out to him, talk to him about it, and I'm just thankful that we were able to work through that, and he was able to forgive me for not treating him the way that he deserved. And to make it even simpler, I think the best rule for life is don't be a jerk. If you can follow that rule, you'll be doing well. Doesn't mean you'll be accepted. Doesn't mean you won't face criticism or even persecution for your beliefs or other things you may have done or said. But you can really only control you. So that's my advice for now. Don't be a jerk. By the time I got done with my walk tonight, there were 3 people in the fitness center. So I decided it would be better not to try to talk on camera. I don't know if they would have been able to hear me or not, but I came back up to my hotel room, and I'll give you the workout summary for today. I did walk 2.06 miles in 40 minutes, and I burned 293 calories. So I did extend a little bit further tonight, both time-wise and distance-wise. And I will just close this this video today with the advice I gave during the longer section and of my actual walking thought, which is as you go through your life, don't be a jerk. Good night.